Hello, my friends, and welcome to the new code, which is called Angine de Poitrine. This is the French name, which already sounds like some sort of the medical condition that you get from eating sushi in a gas station restaurant. And somehow it might be one of the most interesting bands on the planet right now. Bands or duo, how to call them. But they sound like a big band actually, because of those pedals, and later on you'll understand how they play. Double guitar, well, the lower one is bass and the upper one is the regular electric guitar with lots of the threads. Yay! Which allows this guy to play half notes, and that's how they trigger our brain, like they're playing more notes, but actually it's not like that, and somehow our brain likes that. Yeah, from the first glance it looks like those guys have escaped from some sort of the black and white nightmare circus or science museum and now performing to aliens who really like the old stuff to receive from our planet Earth. Then I first time saw them and listened to what they play, I thought, what the garbage, what is this? But after listening for 10 more seconds, I understood that, it's kind of the complicated garbage they play. And weirdly, it is unusual, and I understand why they went so viral and popular right now. Let's listen. Yeah, they have microphones. They have somewhere in the masks are out there their microphones. Well, maybe somewhere from behind, because it's really hard to tell whether they're singing, farting or barfing. But something is happening there. Yeah. Live in Esme Reni. Okay. Bass. Nice. How many of the guitars right now? Maybe 3? Yeah? The third one, and this guy is doing great job with the pedal work, with everything, and look how many threads are out there. In the middle it's like 2 times more than usual, and it gives us not more notes, but more steps between the notes, and it looks and sounds weird, because the whole notes they're playing are actually less than what they play. It's like the trip from one note to another, but on the way they put one bump and you heard like maybe some other note, but it's not the note, it's the half note. So this thing is complicated, and how they play it is also kind of complicated. 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. So there is the beat. It sounds like some sort of the groove, but people they slam even with this music. Later on I'm gonna play one more concert video, and let's go to the most played part. This is the face, actually. Those are the eyes of the guy. This is freaking complicated. It's fantastic. Yeah. What is interesting that we don't know who those guys are. They're not exposing themselves, and actually it's the good thing to do. They remind me a little bit of Slipknot, yeah, just a little, with those kind of the mask, especially this one. Different style of the music, but people are speaking about them. All of the internet are with them. Like if people are affiliated with some of the music production, with playing instruments, they are filming videos about those guys. And I got them also in my recommendation, even though I'm not a musician guy, but yeah. So visually they look insane. Musically they sound insane, and conceptually it's all insane project which went absolutely viral. And of course that wouldn't be possible without internet. By the way, those guys are from Canada, Quebec. They're French speakers, yes. This is the concert, I think it was, yeah, in Quebec the last year. Look at the people. They have those signs for the band. By the way, they have circles and they have pyramids. Sharp shapes and linear shapes. Kind of strange, but anyways. Guitarist is wearing pyramid upside down. The guy is wearing what? What is he wearing? Well, anyways, crowd loves them. And look at them, look what they will do. They all slam. Look, they are getting ready. They're already jumping, you see, they're jumping here. Getting ready. Here we go. Let's go. Let's slam. Whoa. I would like to visit this concert, honestly. And the line disappears between some sort of the, I would say, joke or street musicians and professional freaking bands. It is gone. And internet is making it possible, guys. Here I found on their website of how they describe themselves. I mean, the genre of the music. Mantra rock, Dada, Pythago, Cubist orchestra. Which sounds like some of the philosophy student says after taking several shots in a party. Well, many people like that style, and if you translate the name of the band to English, it would be like some sort of the angine of the chest, which makes the whole thing more medical threatening. As the style of their music, is it a cure for the soul? And again, then they play with those half notes on guitar, your brain's like, okay, there is some music happening, but de facto nothing is happening. They're playing the same note in one half, another half, 2 times, 3 times, 4 times, like, what? What? Okay, I'm gonna listen to it. Your brain is like, something interesting is happening. I should listen to what the hell is that? And that is how you are getting into it more and more. And then the loop starts, they add one guitar, then another guitar, bass, and you have the picture, yeah? You start to understand, okay, this is how they play it, and new rhythm, some of the melody. And I would also say that drummer and guitarist, I don't know how many times they play with each other, but they're so synchronized. They're doing it very, very well. For example, I listened to this guy, he did an analysis of this band, beat, guitar, everything, and he says that it sounds like punk group or something, that some chaos is happening, but de facto everything is so synchronized that it is magnificent how they play and how they introduce those loops and how they keep the rhythm. They sound punky, but punks, they have the chaotic character in the music because they cannot find the rhythm after they get drunk. But those guys, they organized everything of that, which is making them kind of unique. Yeah, they look unique and they sound unique. Nothing similar you would hear from any other band right now on the internet. That's why I'm here talking about it. Even on my streams, which are not related to music at freaking all, people commented about this band. That's why I was like, okay, let's search what is that, and finally I got it. Finally, yeah, partially from recommendations, I got those pictures like, what the hell is that? I skipped again and again and again, but people commented more, and I finally found them and decided to make a video. And every musician now is making video, like popular musician on YouTube, about this band. And I guess I know why this band is also popular, because we live in the age of AI music and people are tired of everything AI, everything is so fake, and those guys, they're just genuine, yeah? They're doing everything on their own, just two of them, and they're pleasant, they're entertaining, they don't want to look like someone else, they have their signature, they have their own music, which they develop themselves. It is not groove, it is not rock, it is not like anything else. And people like, okay, AI cannot do this stuff, even though they look like AI, yeah, and sound like AI, but it's not AI for sure, and AI cannot do it. So let's listen to those guys, and they're now going to TV shows, they're quite famous, but again, we don't know the identity, the person's names, surnames of those members of the duo. And you don't need to understand those tones, half tones, 24 equal temperament, and other musical war crime happening on the background. Your skeleton just feels like this is something interesting, right? It is groovy, it is moving, and you go with the rhythm, you go with the music. Then I first time switched on the video, I was like, what the hell? And then I couldn't switch it off. I listened to them again and again and again and again. Wow, really, something interesting. Yeah, it's not my style. Again, I like heavy metal, but this is nice. This is okay. I'm filming this video because I want to say about something positive, you know. Recently, internet, it is making some ugly stuff popular, yes. Some prankies scream on people in supermarket and suddenly became popular. Fights, conflicts, drama. Here is something new, and I'm very happy that internet makes this popular, especially right now. It is encouraging. So I don't know what is that, whether it's the future of the music or medical emergency with the drums, but this thing absolutely rules. And I like it. Alright guys, it's all what I want to be up to date about. Ciao.